Fire away.
Good one.
Stumps a lot of people.
Yeah, this is a stumper.
Now, this is going to be a hard question to answer.
I feel like I should have more experience in this than you, but I don't.
What really makes a boy a man?
You assume that they do become a man, right?
I imagine science can define it. I mean, certain age, I guess, at that point, but.
When I was 5 years old, I think it was about 10. When I was 10, it was about 13. I was a man.
I guess you could say at puberty, but it's not necessarily true.
When you drive a car.
When you stop living with your parents.
I don't think it has to do much with age. I think you can be a man at 15 years old, or you cannot be a man at 40 years old.
In my 11 years in the NFL, I saw an awful lot of chaos, a lot of confusion, and a lot of brokenness among men. You know, I saw the same thing on a lot of Little League ball fields when I was coaching, as well as inner cities and across the neighborhoods of our nation. Men are missing the blueprints of manhood, and it plays out in negative ways in kids and women's lives. The problem is we don't have the blueprints, and the blueprints come from God. Jesus is the ultimate picture of manhood, but we need that bestowed upon us, and usually in groups of men, which is exactly what Iron Sharpens Iron is doing, and why it's so key that you've chosen to be here. It's a great team with great blueprints, but we got to put a play into effect afterwards. And that's what Family Life has done. We've put together Stepping Up so that guys can reach one another with God's blueprints in group settings and disciple themselves, both in churches and small groups and with their sons. So let's take a look at what thousands of churches are using, both in a 10-week study and also in a one-day event.
You know, I'm fearful that we're living in a culture that has been vaccinated with passivity, especially men, and we're seeing the wholesale rape of courage in our generation.
What hurts men the most is when they don't have a vision that calls them forth.
A number of years ago, I put together a message that spoke about the journey that every man needs to go through. How we move from boyhood to manhood and beyond.
We've got a lot of men who are still boys.
I call them boys who can shave.
There's room every day in every life to demonstrate courage. And courage is the ability to do the hard thing, despite the cost.
I don't really have the strength, but I know where to get it.
Men, God's going to call you to do some courageous things. And when He does, regardless of the assignment, do your duty.
You have to step up. Act like men.